Welcome to my channel, Learn and Earn, to live your life on your own terms. Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel, Learn and Earn Academy. And today, on this great occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, where the entire country is celebrating the anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, it's the 150th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, which has been celebrated all over the nation. Some of the famous quotes given by Mahatma Gandhi still resonates with the people and is there in the minds of the people. One of the quotes which Mahatma Gandhi said is something which I follow every time. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Now, most of the times we as individuals want a lot of things to go the way we think. But what are the efforts we are making to make those things work for ourselves? So now this perspective has given me an entirely different view altogether to see the social problems in our society and our country. So before even going forward and blaming others, what is that which we as individuals, which I personally is doing to get over that social problem? So it is my effort which should come first. The Swachh Bharat mission, which has been launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, not only resonates with the entire nation, but also makes us remember the policies, the fundamental views of Gandhi Ji on cleanliness. A nation can only prosper when it is clean. And to take such a great initiative from the day one of his tenure as a prime minister can only be said as a visionary approach towards leading the country, the nation. I'm sure this Gandhi Jayanti will give us the power, the persistence, and we will make efforts to make our nation a great nation. We will contribute first ourselves and then see what people are doing, what the politicians are doing for our country. To give you a brief overview of this great legendary figure, Mohandas Gandhi was born in the western part, Porbandar, of British rule India on 2nd October 1869. As a timid child, he was married at 13 to a girl of the same age, Kasturbai. Following the death of his father, Gandhi's family sent him to England in 1888 to study law. There he became interested in philosophy of nonviolence, as expressed in Bhagavad-Gita, Hindu sacred scriptures, and Jesus Christ's sermon on the Mount in the Christian Bible. He returned to India in 1891, having passed the bar and got a legal degree. But he found little success in his attempt to practice law in India. Seeking a change of scenery, he accepted a position in South Africa for a year, where he assisted on a lawsuit. Now, in South Africa, he became involved in efforts to end discrimination against Indians minority who were oppressed both by the British and by the Boers, descendants of the original Dutch settlers of the region. Having intended to stay a year, he ended up remaining until 1914. His wife and children had joined him. Meanwhile, in 1896, he founded the Natal English Indian Congress, which worked to further Indian interest and commanded an Indian medical corps that fought on British side in the Boer War 1899 to 1901, in which British conquered the last independent Boer republics. Now, after the war, Gandhi's reputation as a leader grew. He became even more adamant in his personal principles, practicing sexual abstinence, renouncing modern technology, and developing satyagraha literally. Satyagraha was a method of non-violent resistance, often called non-cooperation, that he and his allies used to great effect against whites government in South Africa. Their willingness to endure punishment in jail earned the admiration of people in Gandhi's native India and eventually won concessions from Boer and British rulers. By 1914, when Gandhi left South Africa and returned to India, he was a holy man. People called him Mahatma, or a great soul. At this point, he was still loyal to the British Empire. But when the British cracked down on Indian civil liberties after World War I, Gandhi began to organize non-violent protest. The Amritsar massacre, in which British troops gunned down peaceful Indian protesters, convinced Gandhi and India of the need for self rule, and in the early 20s, Gandhi's organized large scale campaigns of non cooperation that paralyzed the subcontinent administration and led to his imprisonment from 1922 to 1924. After his release, he withdrew from politics for a time, preferring to travel India, working among peasantry. But in 1930, he wrote the Declaration of Independence of India and then led the Salt March in protest against British monopoly on salt. He touched off acts of civil disobedience across India, and the British were forced to invite Gandhi to London for a roundtable conference. Although Gandhi received a warm welcome in England, the conference founded on the issue of how an independent India would deal with its Muslim minority, and Gandhi withdrew from public life again. But independence could not be delayed. The Government of India Act 1935 surrendered significant amount of powers to Indians, and the Indian National Congress clamored for more. When World War II broke out, India erupted into violence, and many nationalist leaders, including Gandhi Ji, went to prison. After the war, the new British government wanted to get India off its hands quickly, but Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the head of Muslim League, demanded that a separate state be created for Indian Muslims. And to Gandhi's distress, the Congress leaders and the harried British agreed. August of 1947 saw India's attainment of independence as well as its partition into two countries, India and Pakistan. However, neither measure served to solve India's problem, and the countries immediately fell apart. Hindus and Muslims killed each other in alarming numbers, while refugees fled towards the borders. And ahimsa, we all should live a happy and a peaceful life. So I'm sure you have liked this tribute which has been given by our academy to Gandhi Ji. So if you like my channel, you can press the like button, you can subscribe, and you can also share this video on social media. Please help us to spread education in this beautiful world and help us to realize Gandhi Ji's dream of an educated and a clean India. Thank you. Have a great day. If you like my video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel by pressing the bell icon.